What is supranationalism, and how did it originate the European Union? Imagine countries working together so closely that they share some of their decision-making powers. That's what supranationalism is all about. It's a way for nations to pool their sovereignty to reach common goals. Unlike traditional international relations, where countries act alone, supranationalism creates institutions that can make binding decisions for all members. This means that sometimes, a country has to follow rules it didn't create itself. It's a different kind of cooperation that emphasizes shared authority over individual national control. This idea started after World War II, when Europe was trying to rebuild and prevent future wars. Countries realized that if they stayed isolated, conflicts could happen again. Leaders wanted to create systems that would tie nations together economically and politically. They believed that closer ties would make war less likely and promote peace. The first step was the European Coal and Steel Community in 1951. 6 countries, Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and West Germany, agreed to control their coal and steel industries together. These industries were vital for making weapons, so sharing control meant controlling potential war resources. In 1957, these countries signed the Treaty of Rome. This treaty created the European Economic Community and the European Atomic Energy Community. These groups introduced institutions that could make decisions binding on member states. They could set rules about trade, competition, and economic policies. Over time, these efforts grew into what we now call the European Union. The European Union has its own laws, courts, and decision-making bodies. It can pass rules that member countries must follow, even if those rules go against their own interests. Member states still keep some control, but they agree to follow EU laws in areas like trade, the single market, and currency policies. Citizens of these countries also get EU citizenship, which allows them to vote in European elections and enjoy certain rights across all member states. The goal was to create a new kind of political community that balances national sovereignty with shared governance. This approach was meant to prevent the mistakes of earlier cooperation efforts and build a peaceful, prosperous Europe. So, supranationalism grew out of the desire to unite countries in ways that went beyond simple agreements. It was about creating institutions that could make decisions for the whole region, helping Europe recover from war and build a more stable future. The European Union today is the best example of this process in action, showing how countries can work together while still respecting their independence.